This one's gonna be a little different. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I usually do doll and craft related content. I guess technically this is still craft related content, but my other hobby job I've picked up recently, and by recently I mean for the last like 3 to 4 months, is community theater. My kids started at a local community theater a few months ago, a year ago, a while ago. And what that has meant for me is it means I've been hanging out at the theater while they're in rehearsals, etc. And that gradually turned into me slowly taking on a whole bunch of projects. And honestly, it's been so freaking fun for me, and I just kind of wanted to bring you inside that world and what I've been doing there. Okay, so right now there are 2 productions going on. One I have kind of like the lead on set design and costumes and all of this stuff. It's gonna be over by the time this is up, but it's Ken Ludwig's Midsummer Jersey. I have the majority of the sets made. I'll show you that later in the video because I'm gonna have to go and set some stuff up, but I need to make a whole bunch of props and like all the last minute stuff. The list is actually like really big of stuff I still need to do, so we're gonna jump right into it. But you know, before we get started, if you like this kind of stuff or if you wanna see more non-doll art things I make, maybe like more knitting stuff, maybe more like theater stuff, maybe like, I don't know, like stuff like that, jewelry making, whatever, let me know if that's at all interesting. I'm happy to expand to more types of crafting than just dolls on this channel, or if you would prefer dolls, just let me know. But in the meantime, we're here, we're crafting for theater, and I'm going to drop you down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing rather than just see my face. Also, please ignore like the paint. So I'm gonna start off because I need a couple candles and a lantern. Okay, so the other thing to know is the budget is like in the floor. That makes sense, it's community theater. While like we get paid, it means like the materials cost, like I can't go out and just buy new costumes. I can't go out and buy most anything, honestly. Most of what you're going to see is literally made out of like cardboard, hot glue, foam from like recycled packaging, upcycled stuff. We are very like, work with what you got. Like right now I'm kind of just rolling this cardboard, and I'm gonna roll it the other way too so that I can shape them into candles. Candles are super easy to make. They are gonna light up. So the nice thing is I'll get ideas for how to make things out of cardboard and still have them do things like light up or like move in a certain way. I've gotten pretty good at engineering things, but even when I can't figure it out, between my partner, my husband Travis, and I, we always figure it out. I am making my candles because the thing is you can buy LED candles. The problem with those is that they're battery operated, number one. We can't control the intensity of them a lot of the time. And even when you can operate them from further away, it's typically like a short range remote. And we have to be able to turn things on and off from the back of like the stage or from like the other end of the room. Okay, so this production also has a glowing flower. So I think what I'm going to do is using some of this recycled foam. It's pretty transparent. I don't know if you can see my fingers through that. You see how it's like, yeah, kind of like a base flower shape out of this. Then I can put petals kind of around it. Like I said, I also need a lantern. This is used as stage decor, but at one point a lantern is referenced and quickly used. So I just need to find a picture of the one I want to make or try to make. I think something like this. It's not going to be that fancy, but we're going to go for it because I already have all the moss stuff and all that, and I think it would be pretty. So I'm just cutting parts out for that. I think, again, this is just my recycling pile, but you know, she's bowing out a little bit, but that's okay. Starting to get somewhere. All right, we now have a bunch of pieces. My candles, my lantern base, moon head base thing. Somebody's the moon for 10 minutes. And the base, okay guys, like don't laugh, but like the base of, this is gonna be one of those like princess hats. I know, it's so ugly right now, but like it's like an actual little hat on the inside, but like where it's like, you know, where it's like that and it's got like, it's, you'll see. I'm not painting this. This is getting fabric, but it's just gonna go be ugly over there for now. And then I've got my glowing flower. I'm gonna add some like details to this though, because it's very plain. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I've also got these like light up flowers that look kind of like this, and I'm thinking it would be pretty to have like a bush of these glowing flowers somewhere. I'm not sure yet, so bear with me on that. Like you can barely see it, but I think it'll be pretty. So this is for, like I said, it's like a 13 and up show. And I'm actually like acting in the show too. I'm just like an ensemble member, like I'm a fairy, but that's just for funsies because I'm there all the time painting anyway. So I was like, well, if you need a person, you can make me something. Just don't give me a ton of lines because I don't really do acting. Surprise, surprise. Okay. But, so that's like the 13 and up show. They're also starting like Wizard of Oz for their kids show. I don't know if I'm doing anything for that, like doing any of the set or anything for that one. Honestly, at this point, it's like, we're not there yet, but. All right, we're gonna go in a little bit less watery. All right, the sides of this need to be painted out. Sorry, the sides of this need to be painted out white. So I'm gonna do that because it's gonna take a minute. All right, I'm just gonna put that down here to dry. It's gonna need a second coat. I've got my candles. They're like an ivory-ish color, so I just put some like enamel spray paint on them. Though it's not curing very well. I think maybe it was expired, but again, I'm very much working with what I've got. So I'm just gonna mix a similar color in acrylic and go over it. Hopefully I don't poison myself. I don't know. I don't even know what is enamel paint. I don't know. It literally was with the house when we bought it, and I'm pretty sure it was expired then. So, see, she's still sticky. I'm actually hoping the acrylic paint dries like coating it. If not, I mean, I've got sealant and everything, but I really don't want this to be sticky. The problem is hot glue doesn't really like to be brush painted. It works a lot better if you spray paint it, but also usually I don't use this kind of spray paint. Just the only other ones I have were yellow and red, so I didn't want bright colors. All right, there's one coat of the acrylic. Honestly, that looks pretty good. Okay, so I actually don't get to the costumes in this video. I can show people if there's any interest in another video, but you will get to see all of these props once they're finished and once they're all put together. But first, we're gonna go over to the theater and paint some of the set. I've already painted the main rock pieces for this whole set, but I'm pulling apart some of the Seussical set and rearranging it. We reuse a lot, so the pom-pom flower things are turning into pedestals. Pedestals are like a nice neutral piece. They can kind of be part of the forest, or they can be part of the governor's house, etc. So one side is just going to be black to match the curtains with these pedestals, and the other side is going to be a beauty salon for the hairdressers, because there are hairdressers. I also painted this giant freaking tower that we made into like a big tree, and it's basically just meant to frame out the stage. Okay, so beauty salon in progress. I got some walls and like tile bases done in the last clips, but now I'm just darkening up, so now I'm just darkening some of the tiles and then adding some shadows and highlights. It's very cartoony, it's very high contrast. So with theater and with theater sets, things have to be high contrast and kind of unblended if you want them to pop on stage. It's the same way you have like stage makeup, etc. This video is getting long though, so I'll actually show you what I mean right now, and we'll turn on some stage lights so you can see the set so far. So here's that big tree with some cardboard mushrooms. You can kind of see the logs and the candles there. There's this big tree and the rocks I painted. We made a swing as well. I know I didn't mention that. And yes, it is actually a swing, and we have a cardboard tree that looks like the swing is hanging from it. Bushes, trees, everything is made out of cardboard with added like fake flowers and all of that. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this looks for having done this entire set and all the costumes for $35. Like I don't know if I could have done any better with what I had. It would be really cool to have a budget in the future, but you know, we did what we could. But let me know what you think. This is my first set I've done completely myself, and like I am pretty happy with it. Like, I don't know. But anyways, community theater and staging is becoming like a real like secondary passion of mine. And like, I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to share it with all of you. But that's all for now. If you're already subscribed, thanks so much for subscribing. And if you're new here, I hope you like the content and consider subscribing. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.